Good YouTube, Quinn Wade coming here to you with that instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube exclusively forever on there. And we're going to talk about the San Antonio Spurs beating the Oklahoma City Thunder again. Like I said before, if you didn't watch my other video, Merry Christmas. Hope you guys enjoying time with your friends, your family, and getting what you want on this beautiful day and this beautiful night of, you know, Christmas. And on top of that, it's a good day for basketball because the Spurs put on a good exhibition game against the Thunder because it looked at that easy for them and they beat them 117 to 102. The Thunder are now 26 and 5 and 14 and 12 at home. The Spurs are 23 and 7 and also 12 and 5 on the road. This is the third time the Thunder got beat by the Spurs within the last couple of weeks. And let's start that off. Spurs won the first quarter 41 to 36. They won the second quarter 28 to 24. They won the third quarter 26 to 19. And the quarter that the Thunder did win was the fourth, which they only won by 1 point, 23 to 22. And it didn't really matter how that quarter went because it was basically already over at that point because the Spurs played that well against them. Harrison Barnes, 30 minutes, 15 points, 5 of 12 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds. Every starter was able to get a rebound or more and an assist or more for the San Antonio Spurs, but Barnes also had 1 assist, 1 turnover, and he also had no personal fouls and an offensive rebound and a +2 on plus minus. He's a stabilizer. He's going to keep the ball moving. He's going to attack when he can, and he's going to try to hit those wide open threes. And all of that was working for him tonight for the most part. Luke Cornett, big net, 22 minutes, 6 points, 3 or 4 from the field, shooting. He also had 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 block, 1 offensive rebound, 3 personal fouls, and a -4 and plus minus. Didn't really do anything crazy in this game, but he just played his role and did exactly what the team really needed him to do. Even though he didn't play a lot of minutes and he didn't really do a lot numbers wise, he still didn't have a bad game. Just going out there and doing his role and playing his role very well is all he had to do in this one, and he did that. In my personal opinion, De'Aaron Fox is just balling out of the control. The jump shot was going from 3 from mid range. He can get to the paint. He's very fast. He's very quick, and it's hard to just anticipate what he's going to do. And when he does make that decision, he can make it pay if you give him any type of room, any type of space. And he did that all night. 33 minutes, 29 points, 12 of 19 from the field, 3 or 4 from 3, 2 or 2 from the free throw line. He did have 4 rebounds, 3 assists, a turnover, still in the block. He also had 2 offensive rebounds and 3 personal fouls. Was a +6 and plus minus. Devin Vassell, 34 minutes for him. He only went 1 of 6 from the field, so he finished with 5 points because he went 1 of 5 from 3 and 2 of 3 from the free throw line. He also had 4 rebounds, 2 assists with no turnovers. He also had 1 offensive rebound and 2 personal fouls. It was a +9 and plus minus, which is a game where you look at like we thought that we'd need a whole lot of from our starters to be able to beat a team like the Thunder. And it ended up not being the case because even Stephon Castle, he only finished with 19 points and 32 minutes, and he missed only 3 shots, going 8 of 11 from the field. 2 of them was from the free throw line because he missed all of his 3-pointers. So he finished 0 of 2 from 3. He also went 3 of 5 from the free throw line. He had 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 4 turnovers, and a steal, 2 offensive rebounds, and 4 personal fouls, and was a +7 in plus minus. Kelly Olynyk didn't do anything because he only played 1 minute. He was a +1 in plus minus. Lindy Waters, the third, played 1 minute. He missed his only shot, which was a 3, and that's all he did, but finished as a +1 in plus minus. Keldon Johnson, you know he's going to finish in that paint. You know he's going to attempt some threes. He made his 1 3, then missed the other, finished 1 or 2 from 3, 4 or 7 from the field, 9 points with 17 minutes played, 7 rebounds, which is really good to see him do each and every night, while also getting 2 of them that was offensive. And he finished the game with only 1 personal foul and was a +7 and plus minus. Justin Champagnie, 20 minutes. He missed every shot too because he also had no free throws, so he went scoreless. But he went 0 of 3 from the 3-point line and had 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, and a block, 1 personal foul, and was a +16 and plus minus. Anything that he can contribute, you're happy with. Didn't make a basket, but did the little things when he was out there. Jeremy Shohan didn't do anything but get 1 rebound, and he was a +1 and plus minus because he only played 1 minute. Carter Bryant also played 1 minute. He had 1 assist, and no personal fouls and no turnovers. So he was a +1 and plus minus, but he only played 1 minute. And Victor Wembanyama dominated fast and quick. 26 minutes, 19 points, 6 to 12 from the field, 2 or 3 from the 3 point line, 5 or 5 from the free throw line. He did a good job of hitting his jumpers in this game, and he also finished with a double double because he had 11 rebounds. He also had 2 assists, 3 turnovers, a steal, and a block, 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, and a +13. And plus minus, he's just a tough cover because he's always going to have the height advantage, even over Chet. And he's just smart about how he gets his shots and how he gets to where he wants to on the court. And he's just long enough and fast enough to be able to make things happen that benefit him. And other teams and other players just don't know how to take that away. And the Thunder's still trying to figure that out too. If you can't slow down or stop Wemby, you're going to be in trouble with this team. And they found that out again tonight. Jordan played 1 minute, had 3 points, went 1-on-1 from the field. It was a three that he took and made. Other than that, he finished as a +1 and plus minus with no turnovers and personal fouls. And then Bismack Biyombo didn't play coach's decision, but Dylan Harper did. He played 20 minutes and had 12 points and went 5 of 8 from the field. Or 1 from 3 and 2 or 2 from the free throw line. They needed him to come off the bench and have this type of performance. And he's a rookie, and they asking him to play this role each and every night. And he's been able to really do it for the most part this season, having one of the better rookie seasons this year, as we expected him to do coming out of college. And he's living up to it right now. 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 0 personal fouls, and a +14. And plus minus for him, 45 84, 54% from the field. 11 to 29, 38% from three as a team, 16 to 21, 76% from the free throw line, 49 rebounds, 20 assists, 12 turnovers, 3 steals, 4 blocks, 10 offensive rebounds, and 16 personal fouls. And then the Oklahoma City Thunder didn't really get the game that we thought. They was basically trailing a lot of this game and never was able to really get ahead and stay ahead. And also, they just kept getting further and further behind at some points too. Isaiah Hardenstein, 24 minutes, 13 points, 5 of 7 from the field, had the dunks, had the floater, and he also went 3 or 4 from the free throw line and had a double double because he had 12 boards. He also had 3 assists, 1 turnover, and a steal, 3 offensive rebounds, 1 personal foul, and a -1. And plus minus, Chet Fetch Holmgren. He got in double figures and had a double double, 10 points, 12 boards, in 31 minutes. He was 5 of 9 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 0 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 2 assists, 1 turnover, and a block, 1 offensive rebound, 3 personal fouls, and was a -14. And plus minus, yeah, he wasn't really that great in my personal opinion in this game. They needed somebody else to really step up and have a big game because Shea didn't get 30. Jalen Williams didn't have a big game either. And then Lugens Dort didn't even get in double figures. But Chet, he's supposed to be a part of that big three. He didn't step up the way that they needed him to offensively. And it was a big reason why they was hurt and lost this game. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, 36 minutes, 22 points, 7 of 19 from the field. Obviously, he usually has bigger games. He usually plays better. He usually is more efficient. Not tonight. Gotta give credit to the Spurs defense for staying in front of him, making him work, making him fight to get separation, and then making it tough to even get the shot offs without him having to force it or rush it a little bit. He also went 7 of 8 from the free throw line, had 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, and a -15 and plus minus. And like I said before, Dort, he was the only starter to not get in double figures because he finished with 8 points, 2 of 9 from 29 minutes, 3 of 8 from the field, 2 of 7 from 3, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, and 2 blocks, 2 offensive rebounds, 4 personal fouls, and a -6 and plus minus. I know he's never really a guy that he's going to bring it offensively and score double figures every night, but this was a night where he did have a mid-range jump shot that went in. He made 2 threes, but it just wasn't enough to beat a team that was really scoring easy on them. Like the Spurs ended up having it going against the Thunder defensively. But Jalen Williams, 29 minutes, he had 12 points, but he went 5 of 13 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3. And he even went 1 of 4 from the free throw line. He did have 2 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 turnover. He also got 2 steals, 2 offensive rebounds, and 4 personal fouls. He was a +4 and plus minus, but he didn't dominate the game. He didn't really bring much, when it came to scoring or playmaking in this one. And he had an okay game, but they needed more than that to beat the Spurs, is my point. Brooks, 2 minutes. He ended up doing nothing for that reason. He was a -1 and plus minus. Brandon Carlson played 2 minutes, but he went 1 of 2 from the field and finished with 2 points and one 3-point shot that he missed. Other than that, he was a -1 and plus minus. He had 0 turnovers, 0 personal fouls, just like Brooks. Alex Caruso, he still got in double figures, but he took a lot of shots off the bench and didn't make a lot of them. He played 20 minutes and had 12 points because he went 2 of 12 from three and 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Then he made a 2-pointer. So he finished 3 of 13 from the field, which is just terrible. And he had 1 rebound, 1 turnover, 1 block, 1 personal foul, and was a -13. And plus minus Ken Rich. Williams played 17 minutes and had 8 points. He was 3 of 6 from the field, 2 of 4 from three. He had 5 boards, which was the most off the bench. He also had 2 assists, which was the most off the bench. He also had 2 steals, 2 offensive rebounds, 1 personal foul, and a -1. And plus minus, man, it was just too easy for him too. But he didn't really dominate the game or anything like that. He just played a small amount of minutes and had a good impact on the game. Just like Isaiah Joe, he played 15 minutes and had 5 points. He was 2 of 4 from the field. He went 1 of 2 from three. So you have to like that. He also had 1 rebound, 2 assists, and a steal, 1 personal foul, and finished as a -11. And plus minus, Aaron Wiggins also had 5 points, but he missed more shots than the other two guys, Kendrick Williams, Isaiah Joe, because he played 14 minutes and got 5 points, just like Isaiah Joe. But he went 2 of 7 from the field and 1 of 4 from three. But he did get a rebound and a block, and he did finish with a 0 and plus minus. And his only rebound was offensive, and he finished as a -6 and plus minus. Cason Wallace, he also had 5 points, but another problem was he went 1 of 7 from the field and 1 of 4 from three. But he did go 2 of 3 from the free throw line and finished with 21 minutes. He also had 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, 4 offensive rebounds, which is all his rebounds, and 1 personal foul. And he was a -9 and plus minus. And then Chris Youngblood, 2 minutes for him. No basket, no stats besides going -1 and plus minus. When you play 2 minutes, you ain't gonna really do much anyway. And then 37 to 95, 39% from the field as a team. 11 to 44, 25% from three. They shot way worse from the field compared to the Spurs, way worse from three compared to the Spurs. They also went 17 to 25, 68% from the free throw line. The Spurs shot better than them there too, because they shot 76%. The Spurs also out-rebounded them 49 to 48. But the Thunder had more assists, 23 to 20, 7 turnovers for the Thunder. They took real good care of the basketball, but does it matter when you're not really making shots? Because the Spurs did have more turnovers, but it didn't really matter because the Thunder had 7 steals, and it still led to them having a blowout, even though the Spurs had 3 steals and then 6 blocks. The Spurs ended up having only 4, so the Thunder still showed that they played and made things happen defensively against the Spurs a lot. And then they also had 16 offensive rebounds while the Spurs had 10, but they only had 32 defensive rebounds while the Spurs had 39. And then they also had 18 personal fouls while the Spurs have 16, although the Thunder did shoot more free throws than the Spurs, like I said before. So it didn't really matter in that area of the statistical category there too. Other than that, is the Spurs, they just got the Thunder kryptonite. They just match up well against them. They just play them hard. They can score more easier than the Thunder can. The Thunder sometimes do struggle with 3-point shooting. Sometimes they do struggle with spacing. That's why they need their steals. That's why they need their blocks to get those transition opportunities and get them open looks, to counterbalance that sometimes. And like I said, they didn't shoot that well at all. Even Shea, he usually dominate. He's usually efficient. He didn't have that type of game tonight. And we knew that the Thunder was going to come in feeling like we got to get this game. We got to beat them. But the Spurs matched that energy. And unfortunately for the Thunder, that was a big reason why they lost this game, because the Spurs were still hungry and they still played real hard. And they really came at the Thunder like, we want to beat y'all again. We're not coming here to lay down. We're not coming here to give y'all an easy win. We don't care how bad y'all want it, how bad y'all want to win this game. We feel like we match up well. We feel like we better than y'all. We feel like we can play with y'all. We feel like we can dominate y'all. And they did. And sadly, the Thunder got to figure this out because if they play the Spurs gonna feel like they can beat them, and they done did it 3 times in the last couple weeks, and it didn't really look that hard the last two. And that's the part that sucks if you're a Thunder fan, because now you know you got a team in the West that know for sure that they can have your number. Obviously, playoffs is different. Obviously, just because you do it in a regular season, don't mean you're going to be guaranteed to do it in the playoffs. Because you have to see how things play out. You have to see how people play. But the Spurs have confidence now that they can get it done and their game plans work. And that's all that matters for now. And the Thunder hasn't beat them one time this season, and that sucks too, but it's reality. Comment, like, subscribe, share it, the notification bell to get the analysis when it first come out. Also do conversation video just like this about various NBA only topics, and also breakdowns with real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, and also future stars. And mock draft and draft coverage too. Not only that, I also try to make videos every single day throughout the day to give y'all something to look forward to and something to watch when it comes to basketball NBA content. And I got over 4,000 videos already on my channel that you can watch right now, and it's all for free. And on top of that, thanks for checking out the channel. Thanks for showing love. Thanks for showing respect. Thank y'all for spending time with me on Christmas to hear what I have to think and what I have to say about this beautiful game of basketball that we both and all of us share the same interest in. And other than that, y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see you guys later today with more analysis. And on top of that, thank y'all for appreciating the content for what it is, loving it for what it is, and continuing to come back. I love y'all for that. I'm thankful for that. And I got more content coming because of that later tonight, hopefully. Peace.